I grew up like this, so it's like, this is me.
Transgender people are not a fad that started with Caitlyn Jenner.
Before I would go to bed, I would pray, God, when I wake up, I want to be a girl. Please make me a girl. It didn't work for at least another, many, many years.
I was living life as a lesbian, and I just started to slowly realize that was not me, that was not me being 100% myself. That was only just a part of myself.
When I was a teenager, at the time, I would often wear my sister's clothes sometimes, or my mom's clothes when no one was around. And later, I started buying wigs and experimenting with what would it be like to present as a woman.
Some of the biggest misunderstandings they have about being trans is like you trying to be someone else. No, you're trying to be you. You're trying to be you to the fullest.
I felt very alone. I felt that nobody was ever really going to understand me, that if I did speak about it, that I was going to be sent away to kind of a re-education camp. They have those available for a lot of kids.
I thought that the people that were closest in my life would be the most understanding, but they were not.
It took my mom about 6 months to come to terms with it, and she realized that she loved me regardless.
I came out very, very slowly in the late 80s, and, the gay community was the gay community, and sometimes the gay and lesbian community, and it was just like, I was invisible. Now, the knowledge is out there,
And the public eye, it seems as if transgender people get more respect, but in terms of day-to-day respect, it's not 100% fixed yet.
Every day one of my transgender friends goes out, I'm nervous that they're not going to make it home. I'm nervous that, when they go on a date, some guy is going to get upset that they're transgender and hurt them.
I think a lot of people, when they think about trans people, they are still really holding on to some very base ideas about sex and gender that they grew up with. We've got all of this stuff that's really kind of embedded in our operating systems.
Being trans is as varied as being a straight person. That's the biggest misconception, that if you associate as being trans, that's all you are.
Not all transgender people take hormones. Some of them do. Not all transgender people need surgery. Some of them do. Some of them are accepted. Some of them are not. So they're vast, complex stories.
It just doesn't happen overnight. I haven't started taking anything yet.
So before my voice deepened and I would walk into interviews and look like this and a girl voice would come out, I had to explain to everyone what transgender was so that they weren't looking at me like, what are you, or who are you, or, and I'm pretty sure I did not get a lot of jobs because of that.
I really had gotten to a point where I thought that surgeries in particular were never going to happen for me. My insurance company, finally came around to our way of thinking and realized we're going to cover trans healthcare. We're going to cover surgeries. I'm on top of the world. I feel so lucky to have been able to get there and feel really at home in my body in a way that I never thought was going to happen.
Some of the greatest parts of being transgender and transitioning, going through that process, are being called ma'am each and every day. It's more of the world externally accepting me as a woman because I've realized I've been a woman the entire time.
The best part about accepting and expressing my gender identity is that I don't think about that anymore. I just wake up and go about my day.
At the end of it all, this has been an amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.